Haven't had to say that word very often. I've only ever read it. Or wait, whoa. Wait, and again, we're messing with perception here. Hey there, guys. Future Jeremy here, and I done did a dumb. I knew this would happen at some point. I figured it would probably be with NF's music way before it would be with this collaboration with Ren and the Skinner Brothers. But I got my schedule a little mixed up, the things that I was trying to record in order, and I ended up doing Dream Life before I watched and reacted to Truth or Dare. So I actually haven't at this point reacted to Truth or Dare yet. I'm recording this right here, this little intro, because I just figured this out and figured I'd do a little disclaimer for the beginning of Dream Life before I jump into Truth or Dare. So if it seems like I'm referencing things a little weird in this video, talking about it being the third one in the collaboration or talking about the other two that came before it without referencing Truth or Dare, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But without further ado, let's jump into Ren and the Skinner Brothers' Dream Life. Yep. I stopped it last time to comment on this. We are now another, what is this? Another 45 minutes ahead? Because it was like 10:30 something. I think like 10:37 or something like that in the last video. Now it's 11:11. Make a wish. Wish for that dream life.
She had a fucked up childhood.
Getting right into it.
She was misunderstood. Some fans now they never change. Sesame put a hit on the brain. She said,
Wait. I want to see. I did catch that cannabis line there. That's good. I'm trying to read. I can't really read a lot of what's on the wall there. I'm trying to. Yeah, I see the Sick Boy logo up there. Yeah, I can't make out a whole lot of it. Anyway, okay, moving on.
and I don't want to waste no time. Don't want no people around me that ain't based. I wanna live in a dream life.
Okay.
I wanna live in a dream life. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
She grew up fucked in many ways. Run from the sun in the blackest shade. She got a pocket full of loose change and old dreams. Used up her luck on the slot machine. She said, I don't want to waste no time. Don't want nobody around me that is fake.
I wanna live in a dream life. I wanna live in a dream life. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
That's cool. Okay, so every single song so far has had a really different type of. I mean, there are similarities, definitely, but the feel, the groove to it has been different in every single one, but it's been a good flow because, like I said, the first one had that kind of grungy driving type of rock feel to it alongside a high energy kind of beat in the background. But then the next one got really groovy, really funky, had some brass in there. And now this one gets a little bit of that, that quicker, high energy type of beat back to it. But also we're not doing anything with the grungy, but we got a few little tiny high pitched licks in there with the guitar. It's just, I love it. I love it. It's a different style than either of the other two, but it flows so well with them. And then the lyrics are solid too. We're talking about this girl here that obviously smoking some cannabis, or specifically Sensimilla. Is that how you pronounce that? I haven't had to say that word very often. I've only ever read it. Put a hit on her brain. She don't want to waste no time with anyone who ain't based. Grew up in many ways, running from the sun in the blackest shades. Pocket full, yeah. So we're describing. I'm also, like I said, I'm trying to follow the narrative here too a little bit, because in the first one we had Ren running away from the house, jumping into the car with Soul Boy as he's leaving this guy's house, where I'm guessing he was having an affair with the guy's girlfriend or wife or whoever that was. So he runs out. Then they head off to the gas station. They head off to the convenience store to get some YouTube appropriate medicinal items that meets the TNCs, as well as some pre-sesh scran, which I wasn't quite sure what it meant. In the last video, people let me know in the comments. I appreciate it. It was basically what I was thinking. I was like, are they just saying they're getting like some food for before they go off and smoke? Or like, you know, some other type of session that we're talking about here, but in connection with the little medicinal deal that happened out front. I was thinking that had some connection there. But now we're only like 45 minutes later, I believe. Or wait, whoa, wait. Am I missing a trick here? It says, one sec, where am I? I'm at a minute in, so I gotta make sure I go back to a minute in. Okay, so this is 11:11 p.m. Okay, I think the other ones were a.m., right? So we're like 12 hours later. I hope I'm getting that right. It might not matter. I might be focusing way too much on a very small detail, but let's get back into it. That was an interesting
What
little break.
fucking misery. How a scout a lifestyle, shoot the breeze. She lay down on the pavement, lay on rent. And this world ain't meant for the heaven sent. She got pure, it's intense since the day she was born. As she sips out a teacup in the eye of the storm. I said, hi girl, are you right girl? She said, I'm not, but this world is not right either.
Don't want to waste no time, don't want no people find me that ain't based. I wanna live in a dream life. I wanna live in a dream life. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
Yeah, it's a really interesting kind of juxtaposition here too, because you know you've got the lyrics that are laying out kind of a really terrible sounding life. Kind of this girl, she grew up on in a hard way. She had a lot of problems growing up, and she never really broke out of that spiral, that constant kind of cycle of bad decisions, whether they're her own or someone else's, that has caused her to be where she's at. But then we're talking about wanting to live in a dream life, and this is shot in such a way that, you know, you saw the girl in the bathroom at the beginning, but we haven't really stuck there much. We've hung out with the boys. We've seen they are kind of living a little dream life here. They're out there just hanging out, being a group of the boys just hanging around, doing some shit and smoking and having fun. You know, like we're seeing a juxtaposition between the lyrics and what's going on the screen. I wonder if we're going to see some convergence here in the narrative. And something else that was cool that was pointed out to me in the last reaction video. I don't know why I'm not finding my words right now, here and there. But all of this was filmed, all of the videos were filmed in the course of like a week. And, you know, that makes a lot, not that it's like, oh yeah, it looks like they're really rushed, but the very run and gun nature, this kind of just old school style of just run and gun filming that they're doing with the quality that Sam usually brings to this stuff. That Sam, right? I'm not mixing up that name with someone else. I think the name of the guy who produces his videos is Sam. But yeah, no, like this does seem like it was very run and gun. And especially this one, we've just been kind of hanging out. We're just like, it's not even a one shot like the other one was. This is cut back and forth to some different characters, and it's cut around the time that these guys have been spending together to just kind of evoke, we're out for the night. We're hanging out. This isn't just one little section of our night. We're hanging out here, then we're going over there, and then we end up over here. So they're living the life. This is their little dream life they're living right now. So let's keep it going. Shoving each other, having fun, going to the club. Okay, we're back on the girl. And here come the boys. The soul boy, the sick boy, and the rest.
Dreams are the ungoverned provinces of the mind ill-lit territories, where the conscious self, that fragile edifice of civility and reason, is momentarily overthrown by deeper, more ancient forces. In waking life, we walk the narrow corridors of logic and social necessity. But in dreams, we are cast adrift upon a sea of symbols, private myths, stitched from memory, repression, and a latent, often discomforting truth.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, pause it just in time there. But let's see. I want to go back through that just a touch. Cast adrift.
Upon a sea of symbols, private myths, stitched from memory, repression, and a latent, often discomforting truth.
Gotcha.
Private of logic cast adrift.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. So I was trying to see if what I was seeing there is what I thought I was seeing there. So this is really cool. This is a very different way to end this video, this song, than they did with either of the other two so far. And we're playing with a little bit of perspective and perception, because he's in this little. I don't know what this is from. I don't know if this is some kind of a famous quote, or if this is just something interesting that's been written for this. Trying to remember if I've heard that anywhere before. But anyway, we're talking about dreams here, talking about dreams. But then the song is Dream Life, bringing essentially those two things together. Even though like a dream life is a common thing that somebody might talk about, if saying like, you know, my dream life would be living in this place, working this job, being with that person, for some people having this many kids, having this much money, having these things, being in this position, or having this amount of authority or power. There's people have their dream life, whether it's a good dream or a bad dream, whether it's honorable or it's selfish. People have a dream life idea a lot of the times. And now we're looking at these guys who, like I said before, they're kind of living their dream life, it seems. That's what we're trying. It seems like they're trying to portray that, at least. Whether it's, and again, we're messing with perception here, because whether it's just our perception as the audience that, oh, they're living a cool life, they're just going out, they're hanging out with their friends, they're going to the club. We got Ren here, the sick boy. He just picked up a girl and just headed out. He's like, hey, want to come home with me? Let's go. And to some people, this might seem like the dream life, but also I think we're playing with the idea here that they're trying to convince themselves that they have a dream life, when what they really have is a lot of darkness, a lot of sickness, a lot of issues behind the scene. As we've seen all throughout those lyrics, we saw that there were issues, there were problems, rough upbringing, bad decisions. So we're looking at the dream life as an audience like, oh, they're living it up, but also maybe they're not. Based on the lyrics we're listening to, this might not be the dream life. They're putting on a facade. And then we hear in this quote, this juxtaposition of, you know, life versus dream, where dream, you are cast adrift on symbols of, I have it right back up here. Let's listen to it one more time.
Upon a sea of symbols. Private
myths.
Stitched from memory, repression, and a latent, often discomforting truth.
Okay. Cool stuff. Yeah, I really like this one, guys. Again, I love stuff that can kind of make you think. It's one of those that I think I'm gonna have to watch a couple more times. Like I said, I don't recognize the quote at the end. The way they kind of framed it, it really does feel like it's a quote from somewhere. So I'm gonna look that up. Or if you guys want to let me know down in the comments, I'm sure somebody will. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me again today. I'm gonna end like I always do with a little bit of prayer. Lord, thank you so much for another chance to hear some amazing art from an artist, from multiple artists, and just go through this thought process of, are we living our dream life? Are we pretending to live our dream life? Is it possible to live a dream life? These are some interesting things to think about, Lord, and we praise you as the original creator, giving us the ability to even have those thoughts. And it's in your son's precious name I pray. Amen. Thank you, guys. See you next time.